Welcome to CodeCraft. In today's video, we're diving into a key concept for every developer: version control. If you're just getting started with coding or planning to work on larger projects, understanding version control is a must. By the end of this video, you'll know what version control is, why it's important, and how Git can help you manage your code more efficiently. Let's jump right in. Version control is like a safety net for your code. Imagine you're working on a project and everything is going great. Then you make a mistake and the whole project breaks. Without version control, fixing that mistake could mean manually undoing the changes you made. Now that sounds like a nightmare, right? Version control is a system that tracks changes to your files over time. It allows you to go back and view previous versions of your code, revert changes, and collaborate with others without worrying about overwriting each other's work. Think of it like saving a snapshot of your code at different stages. As you make changes, the version control system keeps track of those updates, saving them as versions, so you can always go back and restore an earlier version if something goes. So why is version control so crucial, especially for teams? Well, let's say you're working on a project with a group of people. Without version control, every time someone makes changes, they might accidentally overwrite someone else's work, or you might end up working on different versions of the same file without even knowing it. With version control, each team member can work on their own copy, called a branch, and merge their changes together seamlessly. This prevents conflicts and helps to maintain a smooth workflow across multiple contributors. Version control also helps with tracking bugs, rolling back to previous versions when things break, and creating an organized history of the entire project. This means you'll never have to fear that a single mistake will ruin hours or even days of hard work. Now let's talk about Git. Git is one of the most popular version control systems out there. It was created by Linus Torvalds, the same person who created Linux, to manage code for the Linux kernel project. What makes Git special is that it's a distributed version control system. This means that every developer working on a project has a complete copy of the repository on their local machine. You don't have to rely on a central server to track your changes. Everything is stored locally, making it fast and reliable. With Git, you can manage your code by using a few key commands. For instance, git init initializes a Git repository, git add stages your changes, and git commit saves those changes in your project's history. You can then push those changes to a remote server like GitHub to share your work with others. Git also integrates seamlessly with platforms like GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket, which make collaboration even easier. These platforms allow you to host your Git repositories remotely, collaborate with others, manage issues, and even deploy your code directly. Git isn't the only version control system out there. One other popular system is SVN, Subversion. While SVN is a centralized version control system, meaning there's a single central repository, Git is distributed, meaning every developer has their own copy of the repository. The key difference is that with Git, you don't need to be connected to a server to make commits. You can work offline, commit your changes locally, and push them when you're ready. SVN requires a constant connection to the central repository, making it less flexible in certain situations. Git's distributed nature is one of the reasons it's preferred for large projects and teams. It offers more control over branching, merging, and collaboration, and it's better suited for modern development workflows. Many companies and open-source projects have adopted Git as their version control system of choice. To recap, version control is essential for managing your code, collaborating with teams, and ensuring your project's history is well organized and safe. Git, with its distributed nature, is a powerful tool that's become the standard for version control in modern software development. Next time, we'll get into how to set up Git on your machine and start your first project. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our upcoming tutorials. Drop any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help you out.